But it's time to get to work. No, you can't text me. There's no calls, no texts, no photos of any kind. And none of that annoying vibrate. Or what lonely wanker came up with the idea of vibrating in silence anyway? Right, so you got all that. It's understood. Right. So I'm going to power down. Yeah, I'll bring you in your break. Cheers.
Spring and sparrow, or when the sunrise hits the morning dew. But if you walk the straight and narrow, you'll find the elegance and comfort is up. Do you know what the most beautiful thing in the world is, Charlie?
A shoe.
A shoe. My father, his father, and his father before me. Now you will be the 5th generation in our line. The upper echelon is quite good at concealing. If you are wondering exactly who is who, sometimes a person fakes their feelings, but you can tell about a fella from his
shoes.
The most beautiful thing in the world, the most beautiful thing in the world, Charlie, that I know. Sing it, Charlie!
The most beautiful thing in the world, the most beautiful thing in the world,
Charlie, it's beautiful, it's beautiful.
But what if I didn't want to make shoes?
Stupid boy! That price!
I may have been born in a small factory town in the north of England, but sure as hell don't have to die there. These shoes would make a fitting farewell to the stink of cattle farms and tanning leather. These shoes are our future. Till new beginnings, hello to sunny days, where a word long gone now, goodbye to small town ways, till it's impossible to find a trace of what we left behind, and I'm defining elements in these shoes. The most beautiful thing in the world.
feet or not his journey. Charlie, along with his lovely fiancée, has decided to forego his place among us and instead cast his net for a career in... What is it you're casting your net for, Charlie?
Marketing.
Ah, marketing. Had me worried till I was assured marketing is not the same as shopping.
Real estate marketing.
And so a toast for our own Charlie. May you find success in all your endeavors, but may your shoes never fail to carry you back home.
So Charlie, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. Charlie, beautiful, it's beautiful.
These shoes are symbols of our family's history.
These shoes will carry me to where I wanna be. Like I'm not ashamed of these shoes will carry me to Don't you go anywhere, 'cause you belong to me.
You people do realise that they're just shoes.
The most beautiful thing in the world, the most beautiful thing in the world. Charlie and Lola, most city in the world. Charlie, what city in the world? Charlie, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. Sometimes it's just beautiful. Just like me most.
I work with my hands on. I work in my
dirty and small and dreary, but it has the one thing I need.
Me.
And a London address!
We have to go back for the holidays, yeah? Come on, Nick. Like it or not, our folks will expect us home for the holidays.
Can I get one night away before you have us running back?
Are you happy, Nick?
I'm ecstatic! Aren't you?
I'm happy if you're happy.
Is that really the best you can do?
I love you.
You can always go mucking with your dad.
And make shoes. No, that's not what I want.
What is it you want?
Hello? Yes, this is his son. Where? How?
Here, Mr. Price.
Oh, Christ, George, you've known me all my life. Call me Charlie.
Price and Son must have a Mr. Price. Mr. Price.
I'm glad you brought that up. You see, my father and I never actually spoke about my taking over the factory. Well, of course, he always assumed that would. But frankly, he never asked. And I never told him I would.
Excuse me, sir. If you could just... They're all waiting below. A word or two, sir. They'd appreciate hearing from the new head of Price
Oh,
and
sir,
Son.
that's not really necessary, is it?
Just a word, sir.
Quiet down! Quiet down!
Little Prince has got something to say.
Hello. Cheers. Hi.
Oh, maybe not.
Thanks for the flowers. And the note and whatnot.
Perhaps a word of encouragement about the future, sir.
Let's keep making shoes. Great shoes. And good luck with that.
George! George!
George, come quick, there's a muddle on the loading dock.
After you, Mr. Price.
Can I get someone aside so I get these shoes off me trunk?
Off? Shouldn't we be putting shoes on?
No, these are returned, sir.
Is there something wrong with them?
Ask someone who cares, sign all 3 copies.
I guess we should put these in the storeroom.
No, the Chamber's winter shoe.
Aren't these the Chamber's winter shoe?
No, the Chamber's spring shoe.
And what are we manufacturing in summer?
The Chamber's summer shoe order. It's a big one.
Are you telling me we have 3 seasons' orders and no one to buy them? How can that happen?
It started a few years back. Chambers began to cut the orders, but cutting back production would have meant cutting back on workers' hours, and your father wouldn't hear of it.
Going on for years?
Yeah, I would have thought you'd noticed, but then you were busy at school and with the girl.
Actually, of late, he seemed a bit less bothered. Said he'd come up with some kind of a plan.
Plan? What's that mean?
What does it matter, Charlie? The worse the news for Price and Son, the better the news for us. If this company were doing well, you might be stuck running it for who knows how long. But as it happens, this factory's gone tits up, leaving you free and clear. Sad it is, but lovely too.
Have you any idea of the resources tied up in all of these shoes? With the leather alone?
The leather? What you gonna do, bring them cows back to life? Let it go, Charlie. Let it all go. That's no shoebox in your hand. It's a coffin. Dump it in a coffin.
Not bad for a discount shoe salesman, eh? Really terrific, Harry. Yeah, to you. To your father, eh? He was a gent. And to yours.
So, like I was saying on the phone, we find ourselves with 600 pairs of brogues with no buyer.
Yeah, Chambers finally cancelled your orders completely.
But then I remember the time your father found his stock short, and my dad, at no small personal expense, took on the task of filling the shortfall.
Well, no fair conjuring ancient history.
Take them off my hands and wipe the slate clean. I'll give them to you at cost. At cost, Harry. For old time's sake.
You see these, Charlie? I import them from Slovakia and sell them for a fraction of your cost.
It's shite! A price you will last a man a lifetime. Poor Saudi buys these and new ones in a season.
Yeah, and I'll be there with a brand new pair at a very affordable price.
You ever hear the saying, poor people stay poor by buying cheap shoes?
Well, you ever hear the saying, no matter how far down the wrong road you've gone, turn back. But selling off inventory is only going to prolong the inevitable. But tell me, Charlie, is manufacturing shoes really what you had your cap set on?
He says, selling cheap imports your aspiration.
If my life was nothing more than shoes, you'd find me swinging by my tie from a heating pipe. My guitar, my mates, and music are my passion. It ain't perfect, but it's what I got. Remember the pub where our fathers went to spend the end of the day.
Remember the yard behind the pub where we would run and play.
Yeah, well, now the pub is a laundromat.
Now the yard is a high-rise flat.
You can't go back, you can't make it last. You've got to take what you've got. Even when your life isn't nuts, you take aim, take your shot. Sometimes you've got to rewrite the plot. You've got to take what you've got.
You used to say that one of these days you'd get out of Northampton town.
You used to say that you wouldn't stay, no, you would stick around.
time to move to London town or live out a legacy. Well, maybe this time I take a chance, leap into the vast expanse. Maybe this time I seize my destiny. My destiny. Maybe not. If you're on the wrong road, turn back. So you'll help me out. Thank you, Harry. 2, 3, you've gotta take what you got. Even when your life is in knots, you take pain, take your shot. Sometimes you gotta rewrite the plot. You gotta take what you got. You gotta take what you got.
I'll do something to spare for a thirsty man.
Here, a price and sun shoe will last a man a lifetime.
Do I look like a man whose problem is shoes?
Oh my God! Let's go easy now!
Man, when you like it now, we can start out easy and take it from there.
I'm all for progress.
Come now, gents. I think you've had your fun.
Now, what if I said mind your own business?
Let that lady go on her way.
You can take a place if you fancy.
Step aside, sir! I can handle the likes of these!
He won't be the last. Leave expectations at the door. Just let your eyes explore my cinematic flair. From my boot to derriere, I got a lacy silken feel with arms as hard as steel. I am freedom, unconstriction, a potpourri of contradiction. Leave that humdrum face, I'll come behind. Once you walk inside these doors, you're mine. Now let me blow your mind and light your hair. And then here I am. Yes, man, I'm alright. And like your sweet Louie, that's me, Ebony. I'm alright. Into a dream. Glamour is extreme. Welcome to my fantasy. Be a good epiphany. So come and take my hand. And welcome to the land of love. No need to be embarrassed. I like being looked at. And you like to look. I know a way to make us both happy. Oh! Just have a pair with the rules of tennis there. I'm like Jesus, I'm like Mary, but these Marys like the Harry. I'm called Coco, but a bit to do. I just looking for the kitch. I provide the unexpected with the flies that's undetected. That's all I need you to your highest high. Let's explore your mind of fancy tonight. See rescue. Very Prince Charming.
You don't appear to be in much need of rescue.
Oh, well, a girl's got to know how to look after herself. There's some very funny people out there. How is your chin? Oh, don't flatter yourself. I will say one thing for you. You're hard-headed. Your jaw whacked my heel clean off.
Cheap boots.
Very expensive boots, but cheaply made. I'd give my left hip for a shoe that could stand up to me. Oh, it's my curse to love these things.
Oh, allow me.
Oh, well, thank you again, mister. Not to be presumptive, but you are a mister.
Oh, yeah. Charlie from Northampton.
Ah, well, Charlie from Northampton. If you'll excuse me, I have a room full of people waiting to feel normal by comparison. As Oscar Wilde said, feel free to be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. And those who have yet to make up their minds, I invite you to look around. You may see something you want. Did you catch that? I just made a man disappear with one wink. If only I could do that to you. Didn't I tell you never to show your face here? Didn't I warn you what would happen if you did?
Please, Lola, don't. I swear I'll go away. Far, far away. Somewhere where I'll never, ever bother you again.
Promises, promises. Put her in the box.
Not the box. I beg you, Lola, please. Not the box.
And gag her. I'm so sorry you had to see that. I am for the most part a gentle creature, but even kittens have claws. Look out, little sister, you better watch out for your back, 'cause I got venom on my lips that make your fade to black. Now let me jab your memory, my black magic will act fast. Now you're here, but you'll disappear like sands in an hourglass.
Unless I can find a buyer for our shoes, we'll have to shut down.
Please, Charlie. The girl's just started school. It's the uniforms, love, and me with no husband to help.
I'm sorry, Trish, but without the Chambers contract...
Is that what this is all about? Them Chambers shoe returns? All right. So you've had some bad news. So chin up, chum. As my mother used to say, don't worry today, because today ain't tomorrow. Every cloud is a dry lining. Thanks for the chat, Charlie. And good luck.
No, Trish, it's not like that. I have to.
You got a nerve, sister. I told you not to play. Don't play. Now look, here comes the twister. Controlling your sleep. Now what's a poor girl like you to do? Let me take a stab at that. Take a stab at that.
your time to ratchet down production, clean the machines, take inventory.
Who are you kidding? I've been working here since you and me was kids. I'm third generation Price and Son.
The fact is that 9 out of 10 shoe manufacturers are shut down already, so unless I can find a miracle buyer, what else can I do?
Do what you want, but you can't fire me. Remember back in school when you tried to cut me off the rugby team? Remember what happened?
You shoved me down a flight of stairs and got suspended.
Yeah, but I stayed on the team.
What else can I do? We can't keep making things that no one wants.
Then make something they do.
Make something they do what?
Make something they do want. Change the product.
This is a shoe factory. We make shoes.
Not ones anyone wants. Over at the Whitcomb factory, they noticed a lack of all-weather hiking shoes, so they started making all-weather hiking shoes and saved the factory. Toby's has been making sandals, and all them sods who survived went out looking for an underserved niche market and aimed to fill the void. They didn't sit up in their offices whining,
What else can I do?
oh, lucky for you, they're still here, but they won't be once we set our date.
Do we really need a showy wedding? I mean, in the end, shouldn't it be about us?
A wedding announces to the world who you, as a couple, are going to be, and a wedding in these shoes. Well, that tells the world we are comers to be reckoned with.
I gave 15 people their severance notice today. Wouldn't saving their jobs tell the world a bit more about us than buying a pair of 900 quid shoes you'll wear once? You talk about your niche market. Talk about your niche market.
Talk about what niche market?
Take what you got, change the product, and find an underserved niche market. And they are certainly a completely underserved niche market.
Have you gone off your nuts?
Lauren, to the office. Lauren, come and see Mr. Grant. Charlie, in his office now.
Like sand in an hourglass.
boyfriend of yours. Oh, no, she's not mine.
Come on here, he's got a girl. I just stuff his boxes. At least for the next 2 weeks.
What are you staring at?
Oh, you'll have to forgive him. We don't get many transvestites in Northampton.
Don't kid yourself. You're never more than 10 yards away from some sort of cross-dresser. Anyway, those are not transvestites. Those are drag queens.
Ooh, there's a difference.
Mm-hmm. A drag queen puts on a frock, and suddenly she's Cleopatra. A transvestite gets done up, and often it's not. Looks like Winston Churchill and his mother's notice.
Until you are
insulted, you need to ask. So, you fired this lovely girl?
I think Things aren't very good in men's shoes.
Well, certainly I'm not.
How much do you weigh?
Exactly the right amount.
You're a man. But you're wearing women's boots.
And I thought you weren't paying attention.
That's all wrong.
Hasn't stopped me yet.
A heel made for a woman cannot possibly support a man's weight. You need something special.
And I deserve something special.
Well, if you trans veterans are, like you say, then there must be a niche market, probably built to last women's boots for women who are men. Yes? No?
You come all this way for my advice? Makes me feel like Oprah.
The International Shoe Exhibition is in Milan next month. If we had something new to show, something no one else in the world had to offer, might just save the factory. I would like to measure you up, go back and make a sample.
Oh, well. First riddle me this. Who gets to keep the boots? And I'll give you a hint. The correct answer is... You do, Lola.
You do.
And where do I pick them up? Prices of Northampton, is it?
No, I will bring them to you. I come to London all the time.
You don't want me to come to Northampton, do you?
No.
So sorry. I have a terrible habit of doing exactly the opposite of what people ask. Oh. And make them red.
Where do I begin? Same old Charlie, frightened and flawed, so pretend. Keep my head up like I know how this will end. Maybe these pieces are falling together, making me feel like I'm not alone, punching holes into this man. This kind of feels like I'm back home. I'm watching myself, and I know what to do. Hey, look at me now. It's a shoe. But now it won't be long before I put on my shiny mighty shield, tie a cape around my neck, the hero is real. A clock can see rules rumble, my glasses work askew. When I dash into that phone booth, I come to the rescue. I come to the rescue. I come to the rescue. Your knight shine on. That was your boot.
Burgundy?
Is something wrong?
Please, Lord, tell me I've not inspired something.
No, you said
Red.
you didn't specify. Burgundy is a red.
Burgundy is the color of hot water bottles. Red is the color of sex. Burgundy is for cardigans and golf apparel. Red is passion and danger and signs that say do not enter.
I've always been partial to pink.
Pink is for playthings. Yellow's for warnings. Purple for princes. Black for wannabes. And green is for frauds. But red is for sex.
White is for wedding.
But red on the honeymoon.
At least try them on. I guarantee they're comfy.
Sex shouldn't be comfy.
I thought it was just me.
Comfy is what's putting you out of business. You want to save this place? You're going to have to start manufacturing sex. 2.5 feet of irresistible, tubular sex.
Well, at least look at the heel. You sort can dance all night, beat up a football team, and that heel will still be whole. Isn't that what you wanted?
Not if it means looking like a Ukrainian folk dancer. Ladies, would you go out in something like this?
Well, I'd say you look all right, you sweetheart.
And what's your name, Dawn?
Oh, it's Dawn to you, sweetheart.
Well, Dawn. If you can't get women to wear them, you'll never get them on blokes like me. And that is the color red you need! And if you really want to put them over the top, look to the heel. The sex is in the heel, even if you break it. The sex is the appeal, honey, you can't fake it. Jack it up, cause I'm no flat tire. Back it up 6 inches higher. The sex is in the heel, so just embrace it. Here we go! From London to the dawn, stilettos are in his arms. Get ready, neon light. Give me Jimmy, shoes in New York, Paris, Hong Kong. Living right in his arms, so that you never find. The heel is the transmission.
Aside from actual scientific reason, heels sense the leg and hindfoot region, lifting the rear and making it appear hurt and really for easy to see.
That's the scientific view. But you know what I say. The sex is in the heel. Here's as you can make it. Ow. The sex is the appeal. Can get boys and shake it. Funk it up till it's ostentatious. Funk it up till it feels contagious. The sex is in the heel, so just embrace it. Come on, girls.
From London to the dawn, beat that sheet hot feeling. Get ready, neon lights. Oh, no, no.
Nishma.
There are some very interesting ideas here.
They're all stiletto keys. It's physically impossible to make a stiletto that can bear the weight of a full-grown man.
Not so fast. If we could mold the steel, one piece from bolt to heel, we'd underpin it and remake it so not even Don could break.
Excuse me? I beg.
Underpin it and remake it so not even Don could break.
Yeah? You think?
We can do it!
We can do it!
We can do it! No, seriously. We think we have a way to make the boots, and if we can, and if you're right about never being far from a customer, we might just have something.
Well, now there's cause for celebration. Oh, hello, yes. I need a taxi to the train station.
But you've got to stay.
I'll ring back. Me, stay, here, yes? No. Charlie, my boy. I abandoned the provinces years ago, and your fellow Dawn and me. I was a stellar reminder why.
Forget about Dawn,
He's just like every other man in Northampton. Charlie, I escaped this life once. I am not doing it again.
So you head back to London, and I'm here trying to save a building that 4 generations of my family poured their lifeblood into.
Get to the part that applies to me.
I'm willing to gamble the fate of this whole enterprise on you as a designer.
Me, a designer? Now who's kidding who? Hand me glitter feathers and a hot glue gun and I can make the world a pretty place. Me, a designer?
I've been force-fed shoes since childhood, but I've never seen nothing like what you just drew.
They're drawings! The silly scribblings of a braggarty sissy boy who doesn't know when to shut his yap. Have a gander at me, Charlie. I wouldn't trust me to babysit a cactus.
You are passionate about shoes. I haven't had someone talk about a heel that way since... Well, not since my father. Do you know how rare it is to feel that way about something? Do you know how jealous I am? I've never been passionate about nothing. Well, maybe snogging.
But we're forgetting something. I don't know how to make a shoe.
Just so happens I do. 3 weeks, lad. That's all I'm asking. If we don't have something to show at the land shoe fair in 3 weeks, then these walls will come tumbling down.
Oh, is that a taxi or a police car? Guess I'll find out when I offer him money.
Opportunities. The easy thing, maybe even the smart thing, would be to walk off and have a laugh about the time some nutter offered you a job designing kinky boots. But I promise, if you walk away, for the rest of your life, you'll wonder, what if I'd said yes? What if I had stayed?
A designer. A designer. Whatever you're paying, it ain't enough. And I'm the own boss. Let's have no misunderstandings about that. Ooh, but I could get used to that name. Kinky Boots. Or better yet, Lola's Kinky Boots. Now that's a brand I could get behind.
If you
Price & Son spent the last century making a range of shoes for men. We will begin this century making a range of shoes for a range of men. There's no denying it's do or die. But do we will. Are there any questions? Well, let's make shoes. Boots.
If I could just get your signature on these checks, Mr. Price.
George, call me Charlie.
Mr. Price, you've earned it. Today, at least.
Mr. Price, eh? Well, it's better than being. What else can I do, Charlie? I am take charge, Charlie, all the way now.
Oh, very impressive.
Well, thanks to you.
Oh, anytime.
No, I mean it. Thanks to you. Thank you.
Charlie, can I get your opinion here?
Excuse me.
Oh no. You don't dare. Girl, I am warning you. I think I have a crush. I can't. I think I'm falling for him. Oh no. Why not? Women have been making bad choices since the beginning of time. But it's gonna be another one of mine.
I was just thinking, keeping you on the production line is a waste of your talents. I would like for you to work with me on the Milan show.
Oh, you don't owe me a job.
No?
No.
All of this started with you having a fit.
I had a fit, but you had an idea that's for some of us getting names on factories and the rest of us on punch cards.
But as someone whose name is on a factory, I am asking if I may please place your name on one of my executive punch cards. Good? Good. Oh, do I have something stuck in my teeth?
It's just funny how you can know someone all your life and never really know them at all.
Stop seeing you later.
Sure thing! Boss! He's something you love from outer space. I'm going in your place. It's complicates when you're not flushing. But I've been here before. Have I come back the door? Another chapter in my history of wrong guys. You used to be so on, having black us before, but now you're changing into something I just can't ignore. Charlie, honestly, I've been hurt like this before. I can see there's more to you than what I always thought. How can you surprise me anymore? All those practice like, why are they only nice when they're unavailable? Don't wanna be another star-crossed brother. We all know how that ends. On the roof without him, we're better off best friends. I've been here before, have I come back before? Another chapter in the history of wrong guys. Yesterday no spark, my heart ain't even low. But today I'm feeling something I just can't ignore. Was our girlfriend's name Nicola?
you ready to get to work?
I've been executised.
Card, don't you boys have work needs doing?
Hey, what's the matter, George? Fred the mistress will slap you down for not doing a bit.
You're as clever as you are, Rich.
Come on, George. He's going to make Price and Son the town joke, and you know it.
Happens I know no such thing.
Last night, at Fisticuff's pub, the boys from Delaney Shoes was calling us slaves of the puff.
With the ladies about to shudder, one would think those boys would do better than to drink their money away. Meanwhile, last I looked, the lot of you were still drawing a paycheck here. So why don't you stifle your yaps and earn your keep?
He really put you in your place, didn't he, Dom?
Stuff it, the postman!
Have you got any toilets down here?
Oh, sorry, love. I'm afraid all we've got down here is men's and women's.
All right, well, I'll talk to her, but I'm not going in the ladies' room. You've got to go in and get her to come out.
She's in the gents.
In the what?
The men's room.
Of course she is. Lola, it's Charlie. Are you sick?
Depends on who you ask.
Mom, did someone nick your frock?
I chose to wear this. God. In a gown I can bellow Broomhilder in front of 500 drunks and howl off. Put me in a pair of jeans and I can't fully well say hello.
I was going to suggest dressing down on the job.
Thanks for your support. What am I doing here, Charlie?
Becoming a designer.
Did I ever ask to be one?
Did you always want to be a performer? I mean, when you were a kid?
Whatever it was I wanted as a kid, my father beat it out of me.
Your dad hit you?
Oh, no, not like that. He was a boxer. Yep. A proper prize fighter he was, who never got the title matches he wanted, but presented with a baby boy, well, if he couldn't raise a champion's belt over his head, his son would.
He never knew about it.
Of course he knew, he wasn't blind, but he figured if he pushed me hard enough, maybe. He trained me himself. You heard right. I am a professionally trained boxer with a dozen amateur fights to my name, so don't try me. But when I appeared for a fight, in a white cocktail dress. He disowned me, refused to see me, even when he come down with lung cancer. It's ironic, really. Fags got him in the end. And you like making shoes.
From the age of 5, my dad stood me up next in the line of Bryce & Son. What did I do? No, the moment I graduated, I grabbed my schoolyard sweetie, hopped the first train out. The failure of the factory can't compare to the disappointment I turned out to be.
What was it you ran off to do?
Anything but what he wanted.
And yet, here you are.
Here I am.
When I was just a kid, everything I did was to be like him. Under my skin, my father always thought if I was strong and fought, not like some albatross, I begin to fit in. Look at me, powerless and holding my breath, trying hard to repress what scared him to death. It was never easy to be his type of man, to breathe freely was not in his plan. And the best part of me is what he wouldn't see. I'm not my father's son. I'm not the image of what he dreamed of. With the strength of Sparta and the patience of Job, still couldn't be the one to let go. and me. Charlie from Northampton. Meet Simon from Clacton.
Let's make boots. Sorry, Nick. You would not believe what's going on here.
Stranger, don't I get a kiss?
Sorry, I'm just excited. We found a solution to the fact.
Oh, slow down, Charlie. You said you'd hear us out, yeah? Like I told you on the phone, some of this is going to come as a shock, but you promised you'd listen with an open mind. Charlie, you remember my boss, Richard Bailey.
I was almost your boss too, eh, mate? I'm sorry about your dad, but I hope once the dust settles, maybe you'll come back and work with us. In any event, I must say I am cranked on this project. Now, not all buildings deserve a second life, but yours is special. A second life.
Let the men talk, darling.
Price and Son condominiums. 1, 2, and 3 bedroom loft-style homes with all the amenities.
How exciting is that?
Yeah, look at the detail. It's not what you change about a building. It's what you preserve that marks a great conversion. What makes you think we are up for conversion?
You promised to hear the man out.
Price and Son is not for sale.
Actually, it is, unless you want to see it foreclosed.
If you would listen, you'd know that I found a solution.
Charlie!
Very exciting.
Charlie! The first pair of boots is on their final polish, and we can't unveil them without you. Oh no! I'm Lola. I'm the one designing Charlie's new line of transvestite footwear. There's a slight chill in the maybe I should just go away.
So that was... You really have to know him. Listen up. I have not gone into this lightly. There actually is a market out
Oh,
there.
you make a complete fool of yourself. It's time you heard the truth. Selling the building was your father's idea. Yes, your father's idea. He approached Richard months ago. Tell him.
It's true, your dad and I had several meetings.
You yourself told me that he had a plan. Well, this was it. The contracts were almost done when he passed. We can show you the papers. Richard came to me first, lest you think your father doubted you could run the factory. But don't look so down. This is all good news. The deal Richard's put together will rid you of the factory, settle your family's debts, and ensure our future with a career-defining selling opportunity. We can even have first choice of the flat.
I am asking you to have a bit of faith.
Stop! Are you deaf? Your father was cashing out. You owe him nothing. The prison door is open. You're free, Charlie. All you need to do is walk away.
Everybody's telling me what I need to be. Let go, move on, sell out, give in, give up on the factory. Well, this time I'm gonna take that chance, leap into the vast expanse. This time I'm gonna seize my destiny, my
Well, boss, is this what you had in mind?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah! Let me hear you say yeah, yeah, yeah. Say yeah, yeah. Let me hear you say yeah, 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 yeah. Say yeah, yeah. You throw out the whole ways it's been done.
We're getting ready for
shoes. We are making 2.5 feet of irresistible tubular sex. So let's do it.
The seams and I pull the leather tight.
I put the steel inside the heel.
Now we go up like dynamite.
Can you picture this glamorous fashion exhibition? I see flash gold lights and fashion heights. I see fairs and television. Let me hear you speak. Where do you think you're going with those?
Something's not quite right. I want to check the color in daylight.
Didn't we agree on what constitutes proper working attire?
Don't be so hard on yourself. You look adorable.
Put the lining fabrics and the fittings for the bags.
Right off the lunch.
And remember the forms of the modelling agency. They need to start casting by tomorrow. Get it done now.
Yes, boss.
Now, I mean.
Love you too.
Careful there, big lady. Or was it little man? Need a hand. Or a boot.
Tell me, Dapper Dawn, what can I do that will allow you to go on with your life undistracted by my sharing the planet?
You can try translating a book for starters.
Jealous?
What I've got to be jealous of?
All the attention I get from the ladies.
You, ladies.
Raise your hand if you look to see what I wear to work each day. Now, raise your hand if you care what Dawn wears.
You're trying to tell me you ain't tightened up to get blokes?
Now, why would I do that? Blokes the fancy blokes, fancy blokes. I adore them. I worship them. My whole being is dedicated to loving them, and they love me right back.
So then why don't all men wear dresses?
A question I've been asking all my
life. A woman wants a man who acts like a real man.
What does a real man act like? Ladies, care to help Dawn out? Tell him what you want.
Me? I don't need much. A bit of companionship. A mate with benefits.
I like big hands.
And affection.
I like to fight.
Sensitivity and compassion.
Companionship, affection, sensitivity, and compassion. Traditionally female characteristics, wouldn't you say?
You're off your raft.
Really? Stand back. Let me tell you something. What a woman wants to see. Stand back. Mister, I know everything, but it's what you blindly see. What a woman wants.
Masculinity.
What a man.
Sensitivity.
What a man.
In a fantasy.
What a man.
What a woman wants.
What a man.
A muscle to clutch.
What a man.
Just a tender touch.
You don't get out too much.
To know the smoothness of her skin with a gentle caress. Feel the feathery quality of her dress. What separates a man like you from a man like me? I'm a reflection, her protection. I'm her curious mystery.
What a man.
What a woman.
What a man.
What a woman.
What a man. What a man.
What a woman wants.
What a man. What a man. What a man. What a man.
What a woman.
What a man.
What a woman.
What a man. What a man.
What a woman wants.
What a man.
Come on, we all know what the bird really wants. It's a rock solid.
Commitment. Look at you, divinely dull, drab, and dumpy.
Only wants a man to give as much as she can take. Just like me.
I love it and it's not Maria on the way.
It's off.
I have an idea. I have a challenge for you. Write down what you think I need to do to be a real man, and I'll do the same for you. Whatever you tell me to do, I will have to do, but you will have to do the same for me. Deal?
I ain't wearing no puffy dress.
Chickening out already.
What a man. 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 What a man.
What a woman!
I would have let it go this far, and why didn't you stop it?
Have you ever tried stopping Lola from doing anything? Lola told Don he could give her any challenge at all, and this is what he
A
chose.
boxing match between Lola and Don. It's going to be a bloody slaughter.
Well, have some faith. I'm sure Lola's got a few moves up her
It's
sleeve.
not her I'm worried about. Lola is a professionally trained fighter.
She's a what?
Come on!
That's gonna be trouble!
You don't know who he's messing with.
Gentlemen, and those of you have to make up your minds. In this corner, leaning down, where you mean in the cold laydown, yeah, yeah. In this corner, here tonight, in the cradle of the bright white light.
Hit him in his big mouth. Hit him in his insecurity. Hit him on the tie horse. Hit him so everyone can see.
Who do you think you are coming out of town looking like a penny sardine on a 5-star flight? You better watch your back!
In this corner, can't wait. Heavy like a box of milk cake. And the real man, confess, he was beaten by the guy in the dress.
Here in the lipstick, here in the spending and steam. Here on high heels, hit him in the cheek, and send him back to London town. Sequin 3. You are just gonna get slap, slap, slap. Listen up, you two. I want a clean, bare butt. I'll live for fun. I don't want to see any blood below the belt. Already has out the place. Hang on, Tommy, you take lipstick on your teeth. All right, then. Get to your corners and come out fighting! Ain't happening, going.
Oh, you can say that again.
In this corner of the crowd,
Take him down and make us ladies proud.
in this corner, dominate, sērooq, so we can set the stage. Round one!
Less than a week before Milan. A boxing match, really. Was that really the best use of your energy?
Watching Dawn slap me around will be good for morale.
Thanks for not crippling him.
Anything for the war effort.
Charlie. Lola.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Why don't I leave you two lovebirds to make up?
You say vodka's your preferred. So you're going to tell me why?
Really?
Really?
Because I didn't want you to show up to the factory tomorrow and feel disrespected.
And how about you?
Compared to my challenge, losing a fight is a polka in the pansies.
Accept someone for who they are. What's that mean?
Just what it says.
You looking for me to say men in frocks is all right?
I'm not looking for you to say anything.
Accept someone for who they are. Well, how does that make me a man?
Try it.
If anyone.
Anyone at all.
And that's it.
Good luck.
Everyone, please just stop talking. Now, someone please cut to the chase.
We miscalculated. The Milan trip is going to cost more than we budgeted.
No, it can't cost more because there is no more.
It's me, I'm the blunderer. I never ciphered land transport to Milan.
Or the import taxes.
No, I figured the taxes on the samples were only one pair of which I know stupid.
It's not brilliant, no.
It's all your fault for putting me in charge. What do I know about producing a bloody fashion show in bleeding Italy?
If we can't get our boots to Milan, then all of this work has been for nothing.
Well, what say we call the bank? I mean, maybe, seeing how close we are, they'd carry us.
Yeah. Good day, Mr. Banker. We've gone bombs up making the best shoes in England, but we have chucked all that to make boots for trans gentries. So, how about you bonk in those?
It would be an awful burden, I know, but how about a short-term mortgage on your new flat?
I just did that. That's how we got to today.
Charlie! Charlie! I was sitting on the loo when I was struck by lightning.
Oh, kid, you have to close the window first.
I met a nice chap down at the postal. Maybe he can figure some leeway on the taxes.
Would someone listen to me?
We are in crisis here.
Charlie, you have me filling out forms to hire Italian models and local hair and makeup stars. Why?
At last, a question to which I have an answer. We are hiring models and hair and makeup because we are putting on a fashion show. Ace that one, eh?
But why are we hiring models?
Got this one too, because we are putting on a fashion show.
But why are we hiring professional models?
This really is my day. Because we are putting on a professional fashion show.
Let's take the girls from the club.
The angels.
Who would you rather see on the runway in Milan? A bunch of half-starved twigs trimming of themselves, or a gaggle of real men who can demonstrate what these boots were born to do?
You're not serious. You want me to gamble my family's business, this building, my home, and the grey shirt on my back on a ramshackle bunch of broke-down...
There you go again, biting the hand that feeds.
You're out of your mind, forget it.
Let's have a look at these, Mr. Price.
His heel is wrong. This isn't the design.
Screwing up, but under the deadline, we had to improvise.
But it looks nothing like the drawing.
We had to put the heel on a different angle.
Why?
Else we have to create an entirely new steel shank.
Didn't do it.
We'll have no sewing time if we have to wait for a new heel.
I told them to go ahead like that.
But it's not what you drew.
One's a drawing, one's a shoe.
But I didn't give you approval.
No, all you give me is a deadline.
Do it right, but let's not do it at all, yeah? Let me see this, Trish. Okay. No, this seam is not straight. You're rushing. Do it over.
Excuse me?
And this zipper is set wrong. People, this is for Milan. For the most influential footwear show in the world. So I don't want to be the laughing stock of the industry. We're on thin ice putting these out in the first place. Gents, everyone please stop what you're doing. Everyone stop. Hold. No. George, Trish, have a look at these. Those have got to be picked out and redone correctly. They've all got to be done over.
It's Saturday.
And?
Well, I don't mind a bit of the rah-rah kumbaya for the sake of the team, but some of us have a life outside the factory.
And you'll have a bloody lot more of it if I fire you. Do it again. Here's what I don't understand. Why am I the only one who cares?
Because you're special that way. Now, can we discuss the show?
We're using professional models. Discussion done.
Well, you better get on the phone and call them because I just fired them all. Think, Charlie. My girls don't need to be paid. They do it for cocktails and giggles and a chance to walk the bridge. And just as importantly, my girls do their own hair and makeup. There's the money we need to get us to Milan.
We are marketing to the world's most sophisticated buyers.
Half of whom probably watch the evening news wearing their wives' brassieres.
There are a whole lot of us who do not watch the evening news wearing brassieres.
Well, bully for you, but you ain't my buyer.
Do you think we're flying all the way across Europe to sell to your chums?
We're not selling to anyone if we can't get to the show.
How do I get this into your head? This show is mainstream.
Drag queens are mainstream. Just this morning, I was offered a gig singing at a nursing home. A nursing home, child.
Acting up! I am not embarrassing myself by parading a plane load of misfits at the most influential footwear show in the world. Look at you. You're meant to be a business person. How many successful designers do you think go about camped up like the entertainment at a low-rent tea dance?
After all I've shared with you, you still think I'm wearing this for lack of a pair of trousers?
I understand all of this frou-frou protects who you really are. I heard you.
You heard nothing!
I am telling you, you don't have to hide. Once the industry sees your work, you'll be able to stop all of this and live a normal life.
You are a fool.
Am I? I would wager if you and I stood side by side and asked passers-by which one of us is fooling himself most of the votes would swing your way. And why am I the only one who believes in you?
You believe in my shoes! I am not my shoes!
Another bit, Simon, that's right, Simon. If you think you're being all mystical and deep, representing the best of both sexes, or whatever game it is you think you're running, I'm here to tell you, you're not. You're not beautiful, you're not alluring, you're not mysterious, you're not sexy, you're not any of it. All you are is ridiculous. You heard me. You look ridiculous. I'm sorry, but sometimes the truth hurts.
We're done here!
And Simon, please, when you show up at the airport, try to look something like your passport photo. Yeah? For both our sakes. This is shite. Do it again.
You're out of your bloody mind.
This is for Milan!
Milan! Milan! You don't even know what Milan is! You've never been there! You're just guessing! And I'm going home!
I don't have to guess to know what is good.
They'd be good enough for your father.
But I'm not my father.
Truer words were never spoken.
Do it again!
As the saying goes, you want something done your way. Have at it. What say we clear out and leave the man from Milan to his stitches?
We've all these samples to make in no time. If we go home now, what have you been working for, Trish? Marge, Pete, George. If anyone does, you understand. It's for them I'm doing this.
Sometimes, Charlie, it's not the what, but the how that's important.
George!
Don't even think about putting me.
I'm sorry, Nick, but I'm up against a bit of a crisis.
You mortgaged our flat without even discussing it with me? There I am, having me supper, alone as usual. And I see a man measuring up the garden for the banknote.
I can explain.
No one can ever say I didn't stand by my man. And I'll stand by you still if you give me but one reason.
The reason is right in front of you. Isn't saving pricing son worth everything? These are not just workers. We grew up with these people. We've known them all our lives. All their livelihoods are riding on what I do.
Where was all this passion when I was trying to make us a new life in London?
London was for you.
For us?
For you. You wanted London. And I wanted it for you.
Well, you could have fooled me. No, you did fool me. And what about Osa? Was getting married for me too. And this Is this for you? It's not for those workers who just walked off the job, not for that fancy friend of yours. I saw him stomp up the road, purse in hand. And it's not for your father. He'd have never done this.
Never, please stop telling me I'm not my father! You look nice. You're all done up.
Richard's put me on a new project. Big time stuff. I'm headed back to town for good. Are you coming?
I don't know if the shoes.
There are only so many times a girl can ask for what she wants before she gets the plastic out and takes care of the stuff. A new beginning, goodbye to sacrifice and broken promises. So long to Charlie cries. Now it's impossible to find a reason you could change my mind. I let you let me down. I wanted higher ground. It's clear to me that we don't belong together. Not now, not ever. I dream of streets of gold, not hand-me-down antiques. I want my bricks and gold, not your Northampton. So you can have your factory and manufactured misery. I won't be hanging round. I'm off to London town, and in the end we'll still be friends. You ready? All we were meant to be, two new beginnings, and no two sunny days. I'm upward over now, goodbye to small town ways, till it's impossible to find a trace of who I left behind. So long, Charlie.
Was I kidding? Was the dream scheming? A fractured attempt at taking control. I tried in vain, now I'm to blame. Now I'm left with a deep dark hole. So confident, so collected, and so cool. Hey, look at me now. I'm a fool. I'm bad news, black and loser. Who's a loser? A merry-go-round, spiraling down. I'm all used up, shaking, keep walking. You want no part of this.
Down, doggy. Like every mutt I've ever met, you only growl because you're scared.
Dogs growl to protect something. I've got nothing left to growl over.
You're a funny one, Charlie Price. I always took you for a spoiled twit waiting to have the world handed to him.
Don't hand me nothing unless you want it destroyed.
When my father died, the undertaker handed me a shoebox of his stuff and said, "This is what he left." And I looked at him and I said, "No. This is what he left. What a body leaves behind ain't in his pocket, Charlie. Sometimes it's what he inspired in others." Turn around, Charlie.
What's going on? Why is the factory all lit up?
Go see for yourself.
You did this?
No, Don. Don done it. Lola challenged Don to accept someone for who they are, and I'd say he rather rose to the occasion.
So Don got everyone back to work just by accepting Lola?
No, Charlie. You. Don accepted you.
Oi. Heard you're running low on funds. Last week's paychecks. We need to eat, right?
Here we go, mates. Shall we see what he thinks? Well? My God! The man from the land says yes!
By now. Maybe he's gone round to the lorry. No, I'll check. Lola's not here. She's not coming.
I'll ring her again.
I've run her a dozen times. I can't even get Pat to answer my calls.
Maybe they're flying straight from London. She would never miss this.
After what I said.
Oh, here comes the van. I'll go get George. You try Lola again.
Hello, Lola. Guess you again. We are on our way to the airport, about to take off for Milan, but there is a monumental hole where you should be. It's no surprise, really. Whenever you leave a room, there's always a great big gaping gap. It's just how life with you is. Anyway, I want you to know that I don't blame you for being angry. After what I said, I would walk out on myself if I could. Leave it to me to finally find my passion and use it to hurt someone I love. But forget me. Forget Milan, forget the boots, and the business. What I really wanted to say was, if anyone ever tries to tell you you are something less than a man, you have them seen it. Being a man means being brave enough to take on the entire world, then you are the only man I've ever known. And certainly the best. You challenged Don to change his mind. I was the one who really needed that lesson. So, this is Charlie from Northampton telling Simon from Clacton he is so terribly sorry. Goodbye, love. And thank you.
Laugh out loud. is standing in front of you and loves you anyway. Hold me in your heart till you understand. Hold me in your heart just the way that I am. With all your faults, I love you. Don't give up on me. I won't give up on you. Well, you took my hand, taught me how to be strong. That's where I picked up when you went alone. I know that I hurt you and you hurt me too, but you mean more to me. I must mean more to you. Hold me in your heart till you understand. Hold me in your heart just the way that I am. With all your faults, I love you. I need you to love me that way too. I would like to thank you all for inviting me to entertain you. You see, you are not my usual audience, and I'm probably not your usual entertainment, and that is because I am actually a man. My name is Simon. Thank you for listening. You said that if I respected myself, I'd never come round like this. I'm here to tell you that you were wrong. You also said that I'd never have the balls to stand up to you. Goodbye, Daddy. I love you.
Attenzione! Hello, peoples! Attenzione! This is molto importante! Attenzione! Okay, Donatella, what is this Kinky Boots? Prego! Can I see the exhibitors from Christ in the store?
Oh, yes, that's me.
And your dressers?
That's me.
And your models?
Me.
Then I guess you have everything you need to proceed. See, perfetto! The presentation should begin in 2 minutes!
Not a sign of anyone, no one at all.
We'll go out front and see with George, one of these two friendly faces in the crowd.
Charlie, you're not really...
No, on with you.
No, I am.
Is he really going to?
It appears so.
Does he look sexy?
To me, very.
Now, don't you go thinking it was your sappy phone calls that brought me here. I came for one thing and one thing only. Adulation. Once I was afraid, but then you came along. Put your faith in me and I was challenged to be strong. When I lost my way, you were there to see me through. Now let go and lend some love and do the same for you.
We'll take a helping hand if you get knocked out. Let me raise you up when your bubbles burst. Let me raise you up when your glitter rush. Let me raise you up. Raise it up. Raise it up. Raise it up.
Never put much hope in anything before. You strut into my life and help me go for something more. Now I stand up for myself. Now I stand out from the crowd. Now I'm standing on high heels and can you see me now?
Need a fire to take you higher. We'll light you up like a live wire. Celebrate you to elevate you when you struggle to stand. We'll take a helping hand if you get knocked out. Let me raise you up when your bubbles burst. Let me raise you up when your glitter rush. Let me raise you up and raise it up, raise it up, raise it up.
I knew you had it in you. I knew what you could do.
Let me be right for you.
Standing here tonight, now I'm walking on it.
I was a loose shoe, but you need you to make a fair.
Need a fire to take you higher. We'll light you up like a live wire. Celebrate you to elevate you when you struggle to stand. We'll take a helping hand.
Look out, man!
Between your mind, gonna set you free.